Namaskaram, good evening and a very warm welcome to Times Now's Election Yatra. The Election Yatra is in Andhra Pradesh, where it's an interesting battle that's playing out. The YSRCP versus the BJP, TDP, Janasena combined on one side, and the Congress party in the fray as well. The YSRCP says that it's an unholy alliance of the NDA. How is the vote transfer going to happen? That's what the key focus is going to be in Andhra Pradesh. Today, we're going to be speaking of a very interesting battle that's playing out in the Vijayawada Lok Sabha constituency. Two brothers, the K.C. Neni brothers, fighting it out. One from the YSRCP, the other from the TDP. This is also going to be an acid test for not just the welfare schemes of the Jagan government, but also of the vote transfer for the NDA government. Will it be able to make an impact in the constituency or not? Find out.
The Times Now Election Yatra is in Vijayawada, a bustling metropolis in central Andhra Pradesh that for decades has served as a commercial, cultural and educational capital of Andhra Pradesh. But one cannot ignore the political significance of the city, and it's only fitting that it falls in the NTR district, named after N.T. Rama Rao, one of the tallest politicians of Andhra Pradesh. With the NDA setting its sights on a steep target of 400 plus seats, the BJP is looking for a resounding mandate down south with their allies, the TDP and Janasena. On Wednesday, the NDA had its biggest star campaigner in Vijayawada. Prime Minister Narendra Modi held a roadshow here in a bid to woo voters to vote for the NDA. In Vijayawada, the NDA ally TDP is looking to defend its territory in the upcoming elections. While Chandrababu Naidu's TDP will be contesting the election from here on behalf of the NDA, it faces the challenge of defeating the man and the party that swept the state in 2019, Jagan Mohan Reddy and his YSRCP.
Let's speak about the battle playing out in Vijayawada of Andhra Pradesh. This is one of the most developed districts within Andhra Pradesh. It's known as the commercial and educational capital of Andhra Pradesh as well. We're right outside the Prakasham Barrage, one of the iconic places in Vijayawada of the Krishna River, which is the lifeline for agriculture across Andhra Pradesh. From the iconic structure, let's speak about the battle that's playing out as well, a family feud that has turned into a Lok Sabha battle. The K.C. Neni brothers are fighting it out here. K.C. Neni Srinivas, who is contesting on a YSRCP ticket this time around. He was with the TDP until the beginning of the year and is now currently with the YSRCP. Against him, interestingly, is his own brother, K.C. Neni Shivanath, who is standing from the TDP, BJP and Pawan Kalyan combined. Who is going to be winning from the constituency is the big question. In the 7 assembly segments, 6 are with the YSRCP, only 1 with the TDP. Prime Minister Modi has also campaigned here recently. What is the impact that it's going to have on the voters? Which of the two brothers is going to finally sit on the throne and be the elected representative of Vijayawada is the question.
In the last 2 elections, the TDP managed to win back this seat from the Congress and hold on to it. In 2014, the party secured nearly 50% of the votes, and in 2019, the party won by fine margins against the YSRCP and survived the 2019 Jagan sweep. But this time, the man who won them the last 2 elections, K.C. Neni Srinivas, is on the opposite side of the fence. After being replaced by his younger brother, K.C. Neni Srinivas joined hands with Jagan and is now contesting from here on a YSRCP ticket. Needless to say, his support base is massive as he manages to attract large crowds in his campaign. As we caught up with K.C. Neni Srinivas, the weather gods weren't as kind. But even a heavy downpour could not deter the YSRCP campaign here.
it started raining, but the rain has also not deterred the candidates from campaigning. Lok Sabha and Assembly elections from here. We have with us Mr. Srinivas Nani Garu, as he is fondly known, Mr. Avinash as well, the candidates for the YSRCP. Thank you for joining us. How is the campaign going? The rains also don't seem to have stopped you.
No, the campaign is very vibrant because people are fond of Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy. So, I think everything is positive.
Okay. For you, you've switched from the TDP here. What is the impact that it's going to have? Is it going to be difficult being with the YSRCP, or is it going to make your victory easier?
See, I have served the constituency for almost 10 years and selflessly. So, it's all development, whatever happened here, it's before Nani and after Nani. So, whatever the infrastructure like Kanakadurga flyover, Ben Circle flyover, the airport or whatever the Vijayawada constituency got, whatever the development Vijayawada constituency got, it is in my period only. And it's because of me. Because before that, Vijayawada was behind in terms of development for almost 60 years. So people like me. See, it's not the matter of parties, but here as an MP, I think people will vote for me.
So Kesireni Nani, they're going to vote for. Jagan Mohan Reddy, they're going to vote for. What is it that you're expecting from voters?
See, voters are very wise. They're very smart also. So they know who have actually worked for them. So Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy worked a lot for the poor and needy, especially in the sector of education and also health. So, and also, see, if you take the happiness index or the parameter, it is the highest now in the country. Even if you see the poverty, in Chandrababu Naidu's time it was some 11 point something. This is not my figure, the Niti Aayog figures. And now it is less than 5%. That means Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy has reduced the poverty by almost 6% in the state. And this is a record in the country after the independence. CM working for 5 years and that too in the corona times and reducing the poverty because of his welfare schemes. So I think this is a record. So people know that as a CM, Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy has performed well and he has worked for them. And also he has done a lot in terms of development. Also he has done 3-4 times more than Mr. Naidu.
Okay.
And again, if you take the GSDP of the state, it is 2% more than the Naidu's time. Whatever I am telling you, these figures and this is data, is not my own data. You can take it from RBI or the Niti Aayog.
Okay.
So GSDP is 2% less, more now. If you take the per capita income, it is increased. Previously it was 1,70,000 in Naidu's time. It's almost like 2,30,000 now, nearly. So 60,000 the per capita income of a common man, an average person has increased in Andhra Pradesh. And if you take housing, 31 lakh housing plots have been allotted to the poor, out of which 22 lakhs have been are under construction.
Okay.
And 8 lakhs have already been housewarmed and they are using it.
Okay.
So Mr. Naidu in his 5-year term did not clean one house for the poor.
Okay.
So likewise in every sector.
So welfare schemes are going to
Well, not only welfare, you take development also.
Okay.
18,000 went into the health infrastructure.
Okay.
So building new medical colleges, building new nursing colleges, upgrading the old hospitals, building the new hospitals. And if you take the education sector, he upgraded 45,000 schools.
Okay.
So, and he introduced English medium and also IB curriculum. See, that is one of its kind in the country.
Okay.
See, when my children in 2011, they wanted to study IB, we were staying in Hyderabad. They went to Bangalore, the international school Bangalore to study IB. But now, every poor person, children is studying IB in the government schools, so that they'll be able to compete with the world like Mr. Ambedkar. So that is his intention.
Okay. But here, yesterday we saw Prime Minister Modi, Chandrababu Naidu, Pawan Kalyan, all the bigwigs of the BJP, TDP, Janasena together campaigning. Now in the range you're campaigning, is that nervousness after the crowd you saw yesterday, or what do you have to say?
See, if you have seen, earlier they said it will be a huge road show. And they had a road show of 1 kilometer from PVP Mall to Ben Circle. And Prime Minister of the country coming and having a 1 kilometer road show, I think that shows that they have failed in that. So people are not believing Mr. Modi or Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, Pawan Kalyan, because 2014, the same trio, they have made a lot of promises for the state of Andhra Pradesh. The same Prime Minister, that time he was not the Prime Minister. In his 2014 election campaign, he said in the holy city, Tirupati, that he is going to build a capital like Delhi for the state of Andhra, new state of Andhra Pradesh.
Yeah.
But he did not even give 1,000 crores for the state. And he has failed in every way in fulfilling the promises of the State Reorganization Act. And even more, if you take the same three people, they were combined in that election. They gave 650 promises for the state, did not even fulfill one promise.
Okay.
And see, if you take, 2018, Chandrababu Naidu made a no confidence motion, TDP made a no confidence motion on Prime Minister Modi.
Okay.
And I was the one who introduced the no confidence motion. You might be knowing that. So, that time what Chandrababu Naidu told the party and the people of Andhra, that Mr. Naidu is doing injustice, Mr. Modi is doing injustice for this state. But now what justice he did to the state, and what are the promises that Naidu is able to get from Modi after this, again after this recent alliance. Modi did not even promise a single thing for the state of Andhra Pradesh.
Okay.
And what is the difference between when you deferred from Modi in 2018 and why are you joining with Modi again? Is it for yourself that you want to come back to power, you are desperate to come back to power? That Mr. Chandrababu Naidu has to answer to this state of Andhra Pradesh, and even Modi has to answer.
Okay.
He said when in 2019 election campaign, he said Chandrababu Naidu is very corrupt. He said Chandrababu Naidu is using Polavaram project as an ATM card. Whenever he wants to draw money from that, he is drawing as for corrupt money. So, whatever allegations that Chandrababu Naidu made on Modi and Modi made on Chandrababu Naidu, I think there's no answer for them, both of them now.
Okay, so people have seen.
People know they're not believing these two, Modi and even Pawan Kalyan and Chandrababu Naidu. So people only believe Mr. Jagannath Reddy, who has delivered 99% of his manifesto promises, and I think that is also a record in the country, delivering all the manifesto promises. So Mr. Jagannath Reddy is a credible leader now in Andhra Pradesh, whereas all this trio, Modi, Mr. Chandrababu Naidu and Pawan Kalyan, they don't have credibility. Even if you see the manifesto and they release the manifesto, BJP distanced itself from the manifesto of TDP and Janasena. Their leaders very clearly told whatever promises that Chandrababu Naidu is doing in this manifesto, it is impossible to implement. We are not a part of it. That is their alliance. I don't know how this alliance will be successful, and people are not believing them.
So this Karyakartas also braving the rains and going on the streets, not stopping, is your answer to the Prime Minister and Pawan Kalyan and Chandrababu Naidu's rally yesterday?
See, Prime Minister Modi, they did not even get 0.8% in 19 election. Their vote share, BJP vote share was 0.8%, not even 1%, less than the Nota. So, and even Pawan Kalyan is 5-6%. Even after Jagannath Reddy came to power in 19, his credibility has increased.
Okay.
People are believing him that he is a pro-poor person. He is working for the society. He is working for the poor and needy, especially for the children of the poor and needy. And he wanted the children of the poor and needy to be compete with the world in terms of career and growth also. So people are having trust in Jagannath Reddy, and people are not having trust in these three people.
Okay. So yesterday during the campaign, the Prime Minister also in fact said that this is the state of rowdyism. Ever since the YSRCP has come in, we are seeing rowdyism in the state. What would you respond?
See, wherever Mr. Modi goes, if he is in alliance, he will talk something else. If he is not in alliance, he will talk something else. He is just talking for the sake of words, but people are not going to believe him.
Okay. Here in your battle, it's a very personal battle. It's your brother on the other side. Why did that happen? Who has betrayed whom? If the voters ask you, what would you say?
See, it's not a this thing of betrayal. See, I have been two-time MP, and we have whatever the MP candidate Vijayawada, TDP MP candidate Vijayawada, and I parted in 25 years back in 1999 itself. We don't have any relation after that, except after he became an MP, he came and he tried to do some nonsense. I sent him out of the house. So we don't have any relation. election from that time. And see, he is like any other candidate for me. Previously, my 14-1 candidate contested on me, he lost. 19-1 candidate came and contested on me, he lost. And that was Jagan Tsunami and anti-TDP wave. But I won here. This time also same thing, I will win again. Any candidate is the same for me. Even if Prime Minister Modi comes and contests against me, I will win here. Nothing to worry.
But it's different when it's your own brother. Have things now become too worse? And how did it happen? Did you know that you were being denied a ticket and your brother was being approached, or what was the background of it all?
I don't know the background, but Chandrababu Naidu sent me three-man committee to me, saying that I'm not giving you a ticket. And he asked me not to participate in the party activities. The next day I resigned from the party. The next day Mr. Jagannathan Reddy invited to work together. I accepted and we were working together.
So your brother has been called in only because he's your brother as the candidate? What do you think?
That Chandrababu Naidu should answer. I can't answer.
Okay. I want to ask you, he has been saying that your entire family has been with the TDP. You have betrayed the people when you decided to go against the party.
No, I see, if you see this thing, 2019, his own Chandrababu Naidu's son lost in the neighboring constituency as an MLA, not as an MP also. But I have stayed with the party in the troubling time. So even if I would have wanted to enjoy power, I would have gone the shifted parties in 19 itself. After Mr. Chandrababu Naidu and TDP lost, and his own son lost as an MLA candidate in the neighboring constituency. But I have stayed until the last, until Mr. Chandrababu Naidu denied me a ticket. Only after he denied me a ticket, all my people of Vijayawada, they told you have to definitely contest, and I thought of contesting as an independent first, but after that Jagannathan Reddy garu invited me, I accepted his invitation and I'm working along with him under his leadership.
So after the results, any question of unity in the family?
So I told you very clearly, 25 years back I parted with him. I know that he is not a man of principles, values, ethics and morals. He is a land grabber. He has cheated many people in pre-launch offers in Hyderabad by using my name, by printing duplicate stickers of the parliament on my name. So, and he has, I think, hundreds of crores he has cheated the people, telling that he will give flats for very cheap price. And even Telangana RERA fined him. So I know he is not a man of principles and values and morals. So it is 20 years back we have parted, but when he got bankrupted in 14, he came back to me. I only gave him a shelter again. But after 1 year, I again realized he is not a changed man. So I told him to go out of my house.
Okay.
So uniting will never happen.
So even if he's your brother, on moral grounds, you are never going to unite with him?
No, he is not a principled man. He is cheating the poor people in all these pre-launch offers in real estate.
Okay.
That is against my principles and values.
Okay.
So definitely this won't work.
What's the message you want to give to him?
I don't want to give him any message because it is time waste of time.
Okay. So lastly, I want to ask you, what is the number that you're expecting here in Andhra Pradesh for the YSRCP versus the TDP-BJP combined?
See, Chandrababu Naidu is going to lose very badly. So I think BJP also knows that. The only reason why BJP joined Mr. Naidu is because Naidu betrayed BJP, NDA in 2018, and he went to personal allegations on Mr. Modi.
Okay.
So, but why? The only reason I think is, so even the BJP and the Prime Minister and Amit Shah knows that TDP is going to lose very badly.
Okay.
And this is the last election for TDP and Chandrababu Naidu. So might be after the election result, the TDP is going to merge with BJP.
Okay.
So for a smooth merger, they made an alliance now.
Okay.
That's my analysis.
Okay, all right. Avinash, I'll quickly ask you as well, assembly elections, how is it going? Is this the answer that you're giving to the BJP, TDP and Janasena?
Everything is positive in the state because of the schemes of Jagannathan Reddy which he has done. And like whatever programs we have done in these 4 years and the developments, it's making us win in this constituency and in the state.
Anything, any number that you want to put for the Lok Sabha elections and the assembly elections?
Yeah, 25 out of 25, 175 out of 175.
Okay, all right. All the best for your campaign in the rains that's going on. Thank you so much for joining us, and we come back talking to the other candidates and the people as well.
Now contesting on a YSRCP ticket, Kesineni Srinivas is banking on the goodwill of his supporters and his development work over the last 10 years. But on the other side, with TDP's Kesineni Shivanath taking on his older brother, the NDA has deployed its star power for its campaign in their bid to take on the might of the YSRCP. Founder of the Jan Sena and one of the biggest stars in the Telugu film industry, crowds thronged the streets of Vijayawada just to catch a glimpse of Pawan Kalyan.
The massive traffic jam that you see behind me has been caused by the superstar turned politician Pawan Kalyan being in Vijayawada a day after Prime Minister Modi, Chandrababu Naidu and Pawan Kalyan campaigned here for the NDA candidate. Pawan Kalyan is here yet again campaigning for him, and the massive crowd that you're seeing is for Pawan Kalyan here. He himself is contesting from the Pithampura constituency. He is here campaigning for the NDA candidate as he hopes that the BJP is going to come to power. In his campaigns, he has made several statements against Jagan Mohan Reddy, saying he is going to have an embarrassing defeat this time around. People all around us are very, very crowded. There are women who are screaming, waiting for him to come in, just away from him, from his vehicle as he just goes from here. The NDA believes that this is going to have a big impact in the elections, that the craze that Pawan Kalyan has is going to turn to votes which could come in favor of the party. This is for the NDA candidate here, the campaign that's taking place. Let's speak to the voters and find out what they believe will happen in the election.
The mega roadshow in Vijayawada certainly attracted large crowds, but can the same translate into votes for the TDP as its candidate takes on two-time MP from this constituency?
Kesineni Chinni, as we're seeing a lot of campaign that's going on all around us. Pawan Kalyan about to join in just a few moments from now. Tough battle, would you say? Prime Minister Chandrababu Naidu and Pawan Kalyan campaigning for you. What is it looking like?
From yesterday, our cadre are in very josh. They have seen Modi ji, Pawan Kalyan ji and Chandrababu ji in a road show, which is a very good road show ever seen in Vijayawada. And today, when Pawan Kalyan about to start, we have announced it around 12 o'clock, and it was a late announcement, and very few people know about it. But you can see the josh in the streets of Vijayawada. Not only here, you can come along with us. Everywhere the crowds are like this. This is the starting point, and even the ending point is more crowded than this. So that is the josh of our cadre, of NDA Alliance cadre. So we are going to form government, and all the people of Andhra are very angry about this government for the things they have been doing. So we are unanimously being elected, and all the 175 constituencies, above 170 constituencies, we are going to win, and 24 parliamentary constituencies, NDA candidates are going to win.
Okay. So we spoke to your brother earlier today, and he said that on a principle stand, he can never forgive you. You may be brothers, but he will never forgive you because you are somebody who has gone against him. You have gone against family on moral grounds. He will never forgive you.
My family is with me. Only he's away from us. Total, my family is working for me. So you can see how the family relation goes. I don't want to go into the family relation. Now I am with the NDA Alliance, and we are with the people. We are for the people, for the development of our state, and for the future of our children. We are working very hard. I don't need his support. I don't need his forgiveness. I don't forgive him forever, because every time he goes, he uses personal abusive languages. We are not like that. We are for development. We are the successors of NDA under the leadership of Chandrababu Naidu garu, Pawan Kalyan ji and Modi ji. We never accuse anyone. We don't use a faulty language. We speak we don't even go to personal matters. We condemn in the government matters, but we won't go with the personal matters. They, as the success of Jagan Reddy, they are the demolishing people. They use filthy language, and they are against Amaravati. The people of Andhra are favoring Amaravati for our future capital and for the lives of our children. We strongly condemn those moves, and people are so much angry that they are going to lose deposits who are against Amaravati.
Okay.
You can see the Josh over here.
Okay. He says that the Prime Minister's campaign here is going to have zero impact on the people. He says that Chandrababu Naidu had spoken against the Prime Minister. How did they come together now?
See, actually Chandrababu Naidu he was also in the government at that time. He's also with us. Then why he didn't come and condemn at that time? He also he supported the thing. And Chandrababu Naidu Garu has deferred only for special status. Now special status is no more matter. Our financial status of the state is very important. The future of our children is important. We want Amaravati, we want Polavaram. All these things will be done only because of NDA, which is going to come power into the central. Without central power support, we don't get we don't get any financial support. Our future of the state will be very critical. So not only that, we deferred NDA on only one moment. We are always in alliance with NDA. That moment, that is also we have resolved with the support of Pawan Kalyan Garu, and we are going to move forward. And with the central support, we are going to rebuild our state.
Okay, so what is your message to your brother and to Jagan Mohan Reddy, who says that this is an unholy alliance of the TDP, BJP and Janasena coming together?
They are afraid of our alliance. They are in fear that they are going to lose. Already the fear has come into their face, and they are not even coming to the pracharam, what we call this thing. So all these people, they are afraid and sitting in the offices and giving the interviews only. They are not with the people, and this is the last election for their public life. They are not going to be seen in the public life.
Confident of a win.
100%. We are going to win all the 7 seats in NTR district and 16 seats in Krishna district and 170 states in throughout Andhra Pradesh. Yeah, Lok Sabha 24 seats. Thank you.
Thank you so much for speaking to us during the campaign trail. The supporters all around and the campaign trail continues.
The TDP is banking on the Modi factor and anti-incumbency as it takes on the YSRCP. But are the voters swayed by Modi ki guarantee, or is the Jagan storm yet to pass?
We are in Manna Mess in Vijayawada, and the Andhra meals, that the place is extremely famous for. A lot of them at lunchtime having the wonderful Andhra meals, very filling. But right outside is the scorching politics that's also playing out, that we are seeing the battle play out. This time around from the 2019 elections, a big change here. What is the impact that the TDP being with the BJP is going to make? Which way are the voters thinking? Let's find out from them. Thank you for joining us. How do you think the elections are going? Which way do you see the voters going?
Good. It's YCP is good.
YSRCP.
YSRCP.
Which party do you think has done good work?
YSRCP significantly done. Schools and colleges, everything.
Okay. And what about the centre? Do you vote differently for the assembly elections and for the Lok Sabha elections?
Center BJP.
Center BJP, but state YSRCP.
State YSRCP.
They are doing good work?
Yes, good work.
But here in the state, the BJP is with the TDP. You think that's going to make a difference?
No.
No. Why?
It's a complete Kotami. Kotami, I think it's failure. Already 3-4 times they are started in Hyderabad, and combined states they are already failed. And here also last election failed. I think single party result is good.
All right. So you're saying that people will vote differently for the Lok Sabha election and for the assembly elections. What do you think as a voter? What are you going to do?
Yeah, here in AP, YSRCP, hopefully it is they're doing well, and they're definitely having a great vision for AP. So YSRCP.
Okay, so in the last 5 years, you're saying they've done good work?
Yeah, like Pur, they directly had done a lot of work, what they promised, more than that they had delivered.
Is there a challenge with the BJP, the TDP and Janasena coming together for the YSRCP?
Yeah, definitely there will be a tight fight, because each geographically, if you see, they're having a very strength. They divided the seats according to that. So definitely YSRCP having a tough fight
Okay. So what do you think is going to happen in the center? Who do you want to see in the center?
Center, definitely the one face which everyone knows, and still there is a young leaders have to come up to rule the nation. That's how I think for the next generation of my kids, definitely young leaders have to get the opportunity for this 2024 election.
So you're looking for the YSRCP to continue here. What is the party that's doing well here?
Myself, TDP is good for him because he is a CM who have the visionary. He have the visionary in 2022 also. So myself, I thought that TDP will come. Okay. And BJP support is also there. So Narendra Modi is one of the good person and he supports only good persons, I think so. So that's why myself TDP.
What do you think?
I think TDP will win.
TDP will win. Why do you think
so? Because of they are a very visionary leader. He is a very visionary leader when compared to the youngest CM. So there is no development in urban area. So there most of the focus on rural area only. That is the reason now people will think in a different way. Definitely the job opportunities will come. While that if TDP will come, so definitely job opportunity will increase. Okay. That is more need to improve the here. Okay. So improvement of.
Interesting point that you raised here, that with the YSRCP there is work that's happening, but it's happening mostly in the rural areas, but in the urban areas as well. We're looking for change. We're looking for more opportunities, employment, which is why we want the TDP. What do you think? We're interrupting you while you eat. Aapko kya lagta hai? Which party is doing well here?
YCP. Poor people helping and education is very well.
So welfare schemes are helpful. What about TDP?
TDP, no matter YSRCP.
There is no impact. So Modi campaigning here, any impact?
No, madam.
No impact. No impact. What do you think?
I want TDP.
TDP? Why is that?
He is 40 years experienced person, and also I want to development.
So if Jagan is there, no development?
He is forgotten the development. He destroyed development. Okay. So I want to TDP government.
Okay. But Chandrababu Naidu earlier against the BJP, now with the BJP, will there be support coming in for that?
It will give help to me, to people. If get to help to central government, Chandrababu Naidu got help central government, we will get more development. So it is too much 100% benefit to AP people.
So development here, people should vote for them. What do you think? No? Okay, no. Some of the voters are in fact like that. They don't like to speak, but they're going to cast their vote, and that's going to make an impact as well. What do you think? Which is a party that's doing well here in Andhra?
TDP.
TDP. Good work?
Good work.
So YSRCP not
development.
No development with YSRCP. So Jagan or Chandrababu Naidu?
Chandrababu Naidu.
Good work. BJP, Prime Minister Modi has campaigned here. What do you think is the impact?
Best.
Good impact. Madam, what do you think? TDP. Good work. So BJP and TDP coming together is going to be difficult for YSRCP?
YSRCP or that? TDP.
What about you?
Only TDP.
Only TDP. Why is that?
Good
development? Good
development.
And if Jagan is here, he has been here for 5 years, a lot of welfare schemes as well. What do you think is the impact it's going to have?
No schemes.
Nothing at all. Okay.
Nothing.
Are you a voter? Are you above 18? Above 18? No, so you're going to be still voting. Okay, all right. What about you? If I can ask you, just if you can have a look at the Andhra meals as well, the very, very filling meal that you have with rice, different types of curries and the side dishes, and this is the main lunch for the people here. What do you think is of the politics that's playing out? Which party does good work?
TDP.
TDP. Why is that?
Chandrababu Naidu having a lot of visionary. Right now, whatever Hyderabad, the people are enjoying all the things in Hyderabad because of Chandrababu Naidu only. The entire, the initial, the movement has happened. So Chandrababu Naidu every time he will think about future, not about. But Jagan is just utilizing all the nothing is doing, only spend. Just social engineering. What he thought that if you spend something to on poor people, they will vote. So just like that.
But Chandrababu Naidu was jailed as well. He went behind bars on charges. What do you think of that?
No, actually, this Chandrababu Naidu or Jagan both are like this political game. They have to somewhere they will corner.
Just politics. The charge against him is false. You're saying, okay? Do you think the same as well? The parties, what they think. Let's find out from the people. What do you think? यहाँ पे कौन सी पार्टी अच्छा काम करती है? YSRCP or TDP?
TDP.
Nothing to say. What do you think? What do you think? मैडम बोलिए आप तो वोट करते हैं, क्या सोच के वोट करते हैं?
हम लोग जगन को वोट करते हैं।
जगन अच्छा काम किया उन्होंने?
अच्छा काम किया।
अच्छा काम किया। तो यहाँ पे चंद्रबाबू नायडू
क्या है? नहीं,
जगन ने क्या अच्छा काम किया? मतलब सबका हेल्प किया है, क्या लगता है?
हाँ, सबको बच्चे लोग को पढ़ाने के लिए सब
अच्छा काम किया है। What do you think in the politics here? Which parties are doing well?
Alliance, TDP.
TDP. Why do you think?
They are 40 years in politics. Jagan is not rely on welfare schemes.
Okay.
No development.
No development.
No capital. No jobs. Okay. No?
In fact, some say that development has not been done. This is the split that we are seeing. Some saying that it is Jagan Mohan Reddy who has done some work. Some saying that it is Chandrababu Naidu and looking for a change here.
The battle appears to be evenly poised between both sides, and with Andhra Pradesh going for simultaneous polls, the stage is set for a mega battle between the NDA and Jagan's YSRCP. After all, the city of Vijayawada remains critical for any side that's looking to make a major impact in these elections. The political battle here is one to watch out for, but there's also something else that you cannot afford to miss.
If you're in Vijayawada, I would highly recommend the Ramaswamy Military Hotel. Many have been recommending the place, and we are right here. Andhra, remember, is one of the leading rice-growing states in the country. The river Krishna is the lifeline of the agriculturists here. So we are at the hotel. We're going to have the typical Andhra meal. So join me as I take you through all the details of what the meal contains. And you'll see how it's all set up one after the other. That's how it all follows. And just look at this plate. That itself makes you realize that the food is so tempting that you'll know it's going to be very, very filling. This is made, of course, of the leaf, completely natural. It's a really huge plate, so I wonder how much of food is going to fit in here and the varieties that are going to come in. It's already started here. You can see very, very colorful as well. This is sweet. Rava Kesari. Okay, this is Rava Kesari.
Tiger rice.
Okay, so this is Rava Kesari and...
This is pulihara.
Okay.
And this is cabbage fry.
Okay, cabbage fry.
Yeah.
So, how many different types of dishes do you have in the Andhra meals?
In which we have 15 varieties.
15 different varieties.
Yeah. In non-veg, daily we serve 6 varieties of non-veg curries. Okay. Right? Then just start with the veg curries and we go with non-veg. Okay.
All right. Let's see the veg food that we are seeing here. Starting with the sweets. That's very interesting. Beginning the meal with something sweet. Okay. All right. It's very interesting. The rice is also coming. And you know, the large plate that you see here, because of the varieties that are there, that's why we have such small quantities being put in place. So, you know, you're saying there are a total of how many dishes?
Almost we have 15 dishes.
15 dishes.
In veg.
Okay, in veg 15 dishes. How many different curries do you have?
On 2 types of pickles, and 2 types of veg curries, and 2 types of rice, and 2 types of poddies in the South Indian style, right? Okay. We will start with pickle and curry and fry, and this is dal.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So it's all put in place. You're seeing it's, you know, all around the plate, very beautifully kept, very colorful. And the rice is going to come in, the main ingredient, of course. The main part of the dish is going to just come in, but not very quickly. In Andhra, in fact, podi that you're seeing here, this powder is extremely famous with every food, whether it is even with idli, even in the meals as well. What is it made of?
It's made of kandi podi and karvepakka. And it's made as mango pickle, right?
Okay. So the mango pickle, the podi, like we mentioned, this is used with oil. It's mixed with oil. In South India, almost every meal, ghee or oil, whichever you prefer, you can mix it up, and it's usually very spicy. So it's used with rice. Many also prefer to eat it directly with rice. I personally prefer it with idli. And there you have it. The main part of the meal is here. The rice is here. So with this, is the Andhra meals complete?
Yeah, it's
okay. All right. Let me taste it. The papad is also one part of it. Tell us, the different dishes that have come in. The idea of having so many things together is to have a complete meal, isn't it?
sorry.
The idea of having so many different types of dishes is to have one complete meal when you're having lunch.
We are having lunch with one dishes. It may be pure South Indian. This is pure South Indian thali. You may add non-veg curries also in this.
Okay, so if you prefer veg, then this is the different flavors that you get. 2 different types of curries, 2 side dishes. This is cabbage, the pickle, the podi, the sweets, 2 different types of rice as well. And of course, the meal would be incomplete without the papadams. I can see a lot of curries here, and of course the pickle as well. Very, very tempting. This is the complete Andhra meal that you have, the vegetarian Andhra meal. Non-vegetarian thali is also completely different with different dishes. There are 15 different types of dishes here. Lots to eat. While you go around, look at what's happening here. Let me finish my lunch, the amazing Andhra cuisine that I've been waiting for. Is it the key issues or is it the national issues? What is it that the voters are going to have in their mind? Is it the brother versus brother battle that's playing out in Vijayawada, or is the perception that this is a battle between the Modi government versus the Jagan government in the state? What do the voters think? We find out from the candidates on what is the perception battle that's playing out, and we speak to the voters as well to get you the pulse on the ground. In the elections, what do you think? Which party is doing well?
In Kotami is doing well.
नहीं, आपको स्टेट में और नेशनल में कौन पार्टी अच्छा कर रहा है?
नेशनल में बीजेपी अच्छा कर रहा है.
तो अच्छा कर रहा है. स्टेट में?
स्टेट में कोटमी या वैसी टीडीपी एंड नो टीडीपी.
ओके, तो अभी टीडीपी बीजेपी साथ में आ गई है, तो वाईएसआरसीपी लास्ट टाइम गवर्नमेंट में थी, तो आपको क्या लगता है कि इस बार बीजेपी टीडीपी जनसेना मिलके उनको टक्कर लगेगा? टफ फाइट
होता है.
लेकिन आपको लगता है टीडीपी आना चाहिए?
हाँ, टीडीपी आना चाहिए.
अच्छा, ओके, ऑलराइट. सो मैनी स्पीकिंग अबाउट द चेंजेस दैट दे आर एक्सपेक्टिंग. व्हाट अबाउट यू? कौन सा पार्टी अच्छा काम कर रहा है?
जय जगन
अच्छा काम किया है?
जय जगन सुपर नंबर 1. इसके जैसा कोई भी नहीं करेगा, कर नहीं सकता.
क्या काम किया है?
सब कुछ एक बोल के नहीं, सब कुछ कर दिया. सब कुछ नंबर 1 जगन. ऐसा सीएम कहीं भी राष्ट्र में कहीं भी नहीं मिलेगा.
अच्छा, आपको भी वही लगता है? जगन सेंटर में भी चेंज चाहते हैं.
गाँव से तो अच्छा काम करता है, इसी से डालते नहीं काम करने से क्या करने. जगन अच्छा करता है, जगन जो है ना, जय जगन.
जगन को हराने के लिए पूरा सारा
बीजेपी, टीडीपी और जनसेना
वो कुछ भी नहीं. ऐसे के और 10 पार्टी मिलेगा तो भी जगन को कुछ भी नहीं बिगाड़ेगा. यही.
और ये वो तो असेंबली इलेक्शन का हो गया. सेंटर में क्या होगा?
सेंटर में तो मोदी चेंज चाहते, लेकिन अभी तो सेंटर में मोदी जी का हवा चल रहा है ना, वही आएगा.
मोदी क्या करेगा? अम्मा क्या करेगा? जगन करेगा. मोदी कुछ भी नहीं करेगा. पापा बोल क्या चल जाएगा.
So looking for a change. What about you? Which party do you think is working well? State और लोकसभा इलेक्शन में अलग-अलग वोट करेंगे?
Yeah, in state, YCP is doing well, and Telugu is also, Kotami is also giving a best opportunity.
But who do you think should be in power in the state? When you cast your vote, what are the issues you think of?
I want capital issue.
Capital issue. Which do you think should be the capital?
I want Amravati.
Amravati capital. Okay. So the capital issue also is one of the biggest issues. Amravati. Remember, Jagan Mohan Reddy has spoken about wanting to have Visakhapatnam. He has said that he will take oath from Visakhapatnam as the capital. Let's speak to a few others as well and find out from them what they think. So, what do you think in elections? Which party has done well? When you cast your vote, what is it you think of?
We think about the development. We want Andhra people want development. The welfare schemes are very good, but Andhra is very backward in development. We want development. The party which gives development we will vote to that party only, that whatever it is.
So who do you think is doing development in the center? Are you looking for a change, or do you want the Modi government to continue?
Center, we didn't want to any change. We want Modi government. In the Andhra Pradesh, we want development only.
Okay, so you are looking for a change in Andhra?
I don't say directly, but we want development.
Okay, all right. So welfare schemes being introduced by the government. Thank you. But the people want development. That's something that they are going to be thinking of. So that's it. You know, from here, this is one of the areas where the YSRCP, it's a stronghold of the YSRCP. This time around, is there going to be a tough fight or not? That's the question. And the TDP has known to be strong here as well. The YSRCP this time around, KC Reni standing, Srinivas standing from the YSRCP this time around. Is it going to affect the party or not? What's going to be the outcome here? That's going to be interesting to see. Many believe, though, that the BJP, TDP and Janasena coming together is not going to make much of an impact. So you heard the voices on the ground, the voters and the candidates. It's a nail-biting contest that's expected in Vijayawada. In Times Now's Election Yatra, we keep you ahead on what's happening on the ground. On that note, we're slipping into a very quick break here, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with lots more. It's time for us to bid adieu. In tomorrow's episode, we are going to be putting the focus on Rajahmundry, where we are speaking to the BJP state president in Andhra Pradesh and, of course, Visakhapatnam as well. Interesting battles playing out. What do the voters think? We're going to get you the pulse on the ground only on Times Now. See you tomorrow at 5 p.m.